Good morning, everybody. Here with Dave, we're going to do dumbbell balance today. It's nice, it's low impact, it's really good when you're sore. It's super important as you get older. You need to work on those core muscles for so many reasons. One of them is balance. You hear all the time older people falling, and that's because they have a weak core and they just don't have the proper muscles to kind of keep themselves steady. So I love this workout so much. And I love that you're doing it with me too. So I'm going to share this. Let's do a warm up. And we are going to get moving. So what's important for you to remember? Obviously, we're working this area. It is always tight. Always tight. You need to keep it tight for good form to prevent injury. And you just want to do things the right way. We don't rush through anything. We always take our time. As you're doing these stretches, you're being very gentle because your muscles are cool. So stretch, lean to one side. We are not wearing shoes. It can be easier to do the balance exercises without them to really ground yourself to the floor. Pull your knee into your chest. Take breaks when you need to. And if you've had any injuries, surgeries, anything like that, check with your doctor. Julie, hola. Oh, that's your phone. Okay, so first one that we are going to do, we're going to do single leg rows. So the important thing about single leg rows, and give me these, or do you want lighter because you're back?
Try this.
Okay, single leg rows. You need to ground yourself, okay? Make sure you're steady before you hinge over. And you're going to row up. Now, again, if you don't keep this entire area tight, abs, back, butt is all what makes up your core. You're going to be wobbling around. If you're wobbling around, that's fine because that's what we're here for. So hinge over and just row up, squeezing your back. And again, we're not rushing. You are taking your time, slow and controlled movements, really squeezing your arms, your back, your abs. I have a bend in my standing leg. If you lose your balance, it's okay. If you need a break, 3 to 4 seconds, get back into it. If a few seconds later you need another break, you do that too. We're going to do a minute on each leg. So again, when you need a break, come up, no worries. If you need to get lower weights or drop your weights completely to finish, that is what you do. 3, 2, 1, done. On to the other leg. So again, because we're rowing for another minute, you're probably going to need to drop down in weights. You also might find you have better balance on one leg than you do on the other. That is super common. So again, when you need a break, take it. If you need to drop and finish with no weights, that is okay. You are working hard. That's what matters. These are not easy exercises. For sure. My weights are really light. I'm only using 2 pounds. I'm taking it easy on my elbow, trying to get it healed. We have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Whew. Someone said hello. Oh, Margie, hello. Okay, shake it out. So again, you feel your heart rate, you feel your muscles burning. That's what we want. That's why I tell people, when people are like, oh, I need my cardio. You do these exercises and tell me your heart rate isn't through the roof. Okay, the next one that we are going to do, we're going to get into a plank balance. So you're going to have your hands directly underneath your shoulders. You're going to spread your feet apart, and you are going to lift one hand and I want you to follow my lead. I want you to hold it for about 3 to 4 counts before you switch to the other arm and opposite leg. Okay? So again, you've got to keep your feet wide, and I want you to squeeze your back, squeeze your glutes to get that arm and leg up as high as you can. But your core muscles are where it's all at. You're going to topple over, and that's okay. You regroup, you squeeze them, keep them tight. You heat up quickly with these exercises. You guys are doing great. When you need those breaks, you take them 3 to 4 seconds. Squeeze, less than 10 seconds. Make sure you're breathing. 3, 2, 1, and done. Sit back into child's pose. Stretch those fingers as far away as you can get them. That is challenging. Someone is saying, hello, Angela, good morning. I'm gonna have some water. Where's yours out? Okay. Let's move on. All right. Next one. I really love this one, even though it's super challenging for me. It is a side tilt. So you are going to hold the weights and you are going to lean to one side, come back. I want you to go as far to this side as you can get. You're going to be falling all over the place. Make sure you move everything out of the way because you do not want to trip. Do you want 8s, 5s, 10s?
I'll probably do one of these. We do 2 weights or 1 weight?
2 weights. So again, what I don't want you to do is get frustrated with yourself. Okay, so we're going to do one side first for 45 seconds. If you're wobbling all over the place, it's really easy to get mad and feel like I can't do this. That is not what it's all about. It's not about being perfect. It is about fighting with these muscles, all of these muscles. Doing your best to stay stable. That's the goal. My legs are just sore from this week. And we're not rushing through. The whole point is to move slowly. When you move slowly, that's when you really have to fight. Other side. When you're rushing through, it's a lot easier to stay stable. When you're moving slowly, you're fighting with all your might. You're wobbling.
Oh, you can go a lot higher than I can.
I didn't used to be able to go higher. I used to fall all over the place. You remember when we were in Madrid? You were out. I don't remember where you were. And I did a workout in the room, and I did this and like completely fell into a corner. It was kind of funny. 3, 2, 1, done. Awesome. Okay, so now you're going to hold a single dumbbell. We are going to do front, side, and back. And what that means is you are going to have to really fight. Your body is going to stay up, straight up and down. You're going to push out to the front with your heel, push out to the side with your heel, and push to the back with your heel. You're not leaning. So when you push forward, I don't want you doing that. When you're going to the side, I don't want you doing that. You are straight up and down. You get those legs up as high as you can. And your core is the only thing that's going to give you any balance whatsoever. Okay, so push with your heel. Remember, you're staying completely upright. Slow and controlled. Try not to touch your foot to the ground if you can help it. Squeeze. If you start to wobble, that's okay. Do not, remember, December is the month we are working on talking nicely to ourselves and not being so hard on ourselves when everybody's doing the best they can. So you've got to just be happy that you're showing up, because most people don't even show up for themselves. Show up for everybody else without a moment's thought, but switch sides. But for themselves, back burner, in the corner, dust forming. So we're trying to change that. 20 to 30 minutes, 5 to 6 days a week. That is all it takes. We were with Dave's parents last night, and his mom was just like, "You have so much energy." Like, yeah, I know. I run circles around the 25-year-old me in regards to my energy level. And that is why I stay consistent and why I do this, because it has changed my life completely. Okay. Elise, adorable couples who work out. Oh.
Hashtag.
Yeah. Okay. The next one.
No, normally I don't. Normally I just have my coffee while she works out. So.
You've been a little off of it. You were doing it a lot more before.
I know. All the publicity, all the fame got to me. I decided to take a break.
Yeah.
It was too much being an internationally known figure for my body.
Money. All right, so next we're going to do a forearm plank switch. Okay, so what you're going to do with this is get into a forearm plank. You might want to fold over the end of your mat. You're going to get in this position. You're going to roll up. Okay. This is challenging. Again, don't get frustrated with yourself if you're toppling over. It is all good. This is a safe space for you. This is a space for you to come and fight for you. Progress is measured in very small ways. So just please remember that. It's not about being perfect. It's not about doing something for the whole minute. It's about working hard. So you've got to keep your core completely tight. For a little more balance, you can put one foot in front of the other. I stack mine, but you can do whichever you want, but you've got to keep your core tight. You are a straight line from your head to your feet. Don't have your hips too high or too low. Squeeze. Take those breaks when you need to. We got this. I just totally wobbled. You will feel when you release your core. You will absolutely feel it. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Good job, baby.
That's hard.
It is. Child's pose. Child's pose is like my go-to, especially during balance workouts. Okay. So the next one that we are going to do is a bicep curl balance. So we are going to raise up on the balls of our feet as high as we can go. And you're going to do 1, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. When you come down, I want full extension. I'm not going to use any weights. What do you want?
Well, yeah, the loser shot this
Okay. Okay, I'm not using any weights. Dave is going with 8. This is not about using the heaviest weights possible. This is, because again, your core has got to be, that's our focus today. But what you'll notice is that sometimes adding the weights can ground you a little bit as opposed to using no weights. But you better have all these muscles super tight or I'm coming for you. Whoa, so challenging. Get up as high as you can get. Full extension, squeeze those biceps. If your calves lock up, that's fine. You just lower yourself. My calves often lock up. And I say, So I just keep taking a break when I need to. Less than 10 seconds, come on. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Great. Okay. I need water. Whew. So guys, whenever you do my workouts, I'll tell you, don't drink too much. You're gonna be tempted because you're gonna be hot and feel parched. You're gonna wanna guzzle. Don't do that. It's better just to take little sips, and then you can drink more once you're done. Okay, next one, hold and shake. You should use a light dumbbell. You could probably do an 8, but there's a 5. I'm gonna use my 2. So this is a hold and shake. So with this, you're going to be in this position. You're gonna lean back, put your legs up so your shins are parallel to the ground, and bring your knees in. As you bring your knees in, you are holding this weight. I used to not be able to do this. I was all over the place, rocking, holding, shaking. I'm gonna stretch my abs out for 1 second. It's called the hold and shake for a reason. Expect to be wobbling all over the place. And enjoy the wobble, enjoy the burn. Oh, my abs are not happy with me right now. Okay. All right, so lean back. Draw those knees in, make sure your shins are parallel to the ground. The more you bring your knees in, the harder it is. Do not forget to breathe.
Oh, that just hurts your butt too.
Well, you might want to double up your mat for sure. We're on hard floors, so you want to be on your sit bones, which are right back here. But yeah, it can be hard. I think my mat is a little bit thicker than Dave's mat, so he doubled his up. Bring those knees in. It's a little harder when your knees are in. It's a little easier when they're out. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. It's a wobble.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah. None of these exercises are going to be easy.
When you said balance workout, I thought it was going to be just like easy and like stretching.
He thought it was going to be easy. Sorry.
Snookered me.
As I tell you guys, you might be cursing my name while the workouts are going on, but I always feel like you're going to get over it. So I don't worry about it too much. I am a little worried that my iPad's going to die, though.
Okay.
It had 55% when I started. That's doing fine. Okay, we're good. We're going to keep going.
Is it close? Is it?
We should be fine. If it gives me a 5% alarm, I might. Okay, so the next one that we are going to do is a single leg deadlift. So we did the single leg rows. Now we're going to do the single leg deadlift. So you're going to hinge over, let the weights run down the front of your leg, come back up. When you come up, you're going to be using hamstrings and glutes. Got to keep your core tight, and I would like you to not brace yourself with your foot. That's 5%.
All right, you do that. I'll get an extension.
Okay, thank you. All right, guys. Let us go. So you can use a little bit heavier weights than this, than you would with an upper body exercise. Okay, keep those abs tight. There's a charger right down inside my backpack right here on the chair. Thank you, baby. Squeeze to come up to the top. So again, if you need to brace your foot at the top, don't feel bad about it. But if you can avoid it, just to keep yourself really fighting, we are doing a minute on each leg. Don't be upset. It's for our benefit. Get that back leg up. It should be parallel to the ground. If you're wobbling, losing your balance, Doesn't matter. That's what we're here for. That's why we're doing the balance exercises, because we're working on our balance. Thank you so much. Okay, other leg, right leg. Ooh, again, I tend to have better balance on my left leg. So now that I'm on my right, I'm wobbling more and I'm having to fight more. Run those weights down the front of your leg, back up. Try not to touch your foot to the ground when you come up. If you need to, it's fine. You make the modifications you need to make. What's important to me is that you guys are working your hardest, and you're the only one who can answer that. And listen, sometimes you're going to do a workout and you are going to 110% mail it in. Even that is better than no workout at all. So I don't encourage you to mail it in. If you find you're mailing it in, email me and we'll talk about it. But it's still better than doing nothing. You're getting your body moving, you're getting your heart pumping, your muscles are still working, even if they're not working as hard as normal. So next, we're going to do wide leg balance squats. So you're going to get wide, you're going to go up on your toes, and you're going to go, or on the balls of your feet, you're going to go as low as you can go, come back up, stay on the balls of your feet. I would like you to have weights. You've got to use those core muscles or you're gonna lose your balance. This one's always hard for me, but I do it anyway. I don't just do things I'm good at, you know? It's like, that's not where, you know, clearly I'm wobbling a lot and that means there are improvements to be made. So that's why I keep doing those exercises that I consider my kryptonite. I'll always be honest with you about exercises I can't stand. Because I feel like we all have them. Why not talk about them? Less than 10 seconds. Remember, you go as low as you can go. If you can only go to here and go back up, and you're working hard, 2, 1, done. I'm very proud of you. And you better be proud of yourself and talking nice to yourself. Okay. Next one, we are going to, how are we doing on time? I have not even paid attention. So, we're going to get down on the ground. You're going to drive your hips up, and we're going to be up on the balls of our feet again, lifting. And I want you shifting from one leg to the other, keeping your body completely stable. Okay. Where is my timer? Okay, there it is. All right, so let's go here up. Drive those hips up. Now to make it a little bit more challenging, you raise your hands over your head. If you need to modify, keep your arms down. Keep those hips up. You will fall over if you don't keep those core muscles tight. Come on, we can do this. It's getting me every time. Squeeze. Less than 10 seconds. Squeeze those core muscles. Keep those hips up. 2, 1, done. I'm just gonna lay here for a second. Hi.
Hey.
Are you gonna be talking to me after this?
Not for an hour.
An hour? Okay.
Half an hour.
So I'll take a shower and get ready, and then by that time, maybe you'll be less mad at me.
No,
Maybe.
It's good.
Okay, so next we're gonna do still dog with a little challenge. So still dog is your hands are directly underneath your shoulders and you squeeze your abs to bring your knees up. We're gonna reach forward and then drive our heel up towards the ceiling. Take your time, we're gonna alternate sides. You guys can do this, I promise. So push out towards the front, drive your heel up. If you're wobbling, that is what I want. When you're driving up, your other knee should be no more than 6 to 8 inches off the ground. You've got to squeeze those core muscles so hard. So again, when you come back to this position, your knees are 6 to 8 inches off the ground. Oh, this is so challenging. Can you get your knees a little lower, baby?
My toes and ankles don't bend that much. I can't. I don't think I can.
Okay, so he's going as low as he can go, and that is what I tell you guys. Go as low as you can. Come on, we can do it. Drive, push out towards the front with your hand and drive up towards the ceiling with your heel. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Done. So what you can do after that one is round your back and arch your back. Woo! Okay. All right, next one. We are going to cross ankle over our knee, and you're going to sit back. But when you sit back, your knee is behind that foot, or behind your toes. So I want you to hold a weight. I'm going to go with an 8. And when we get into that as low as we can go, we're going to pulse. You've got to keep your balance. Only way that's going to happen is by squeezing those core muscles. So you're pushing up through your heel. Woo. You start to lose your balance. Try to get it back without coming out of your position, but if you can't, it doesn't matter. 45 seconds on each side. If you can't do the pulsing, just stay low. You're still squeezing. The pulse just adds a little extra challenge. 5 seconds on this side. 3, 2, 1, switch. Again, what side of yours has better balance? My left leg, for sure. I'm squeezing my core muscles exactly the same on both legs. But for some reason, my right is just not as able to keep me where I want to be. So I keep fighting. I'm so much better than I used to be, though. 10 seconds. Oh, I know this burns. 3, 2, 1. Done. Have a little water. We're almost done. Almost done. Oh my gosh, we're done. Sorry. Oh, you know what? We're gonna do one more. One more.
Like that.
One more. No, we did all of them. Guys, I thought we had one more, but we don't.
All right.
So we're gonna stretch, put your hands together, lean to one side, lean to the other. I want you to bend over, running your hands down the front, and then wrapping your arms all the way around and grabbing the calves, your calves or ankles, And just round your back. Put your nose to your knees. Roll up slowly. Lunge to one side now. Keep that knee behind your toe, but the great thing is at least we're warm now.
Oh yeah.
Let's do some sweeps. Those are always, always good. And just put your thumbs on the front of your hips, push your shoulders towards me, and relax. Towards me, and relax. Hi.
Is that it?
Hi.
Hi.
So we're done.
Merry Christmas.
Well, we'll be back before. Well, I'll be back before
I
then.
probably.
You might not see him.
You know, I take breaks.
Yeah, tomorrow. I'm definitely going to be on tomorrow, probably around the same time, so I'll update later. Bye. That was really good.
That's good, huh?
Felt so.
Get the heat to go off.
Oh my